The Mystery of the Missing Gem. Chapter 1. The Grand Opening. In the quiet town of Willowville, where the sun painted the sky in warm hues, there was a lot of excitement in the air. The townsfolk gathered at the heart of the town, all smiles and chatter, for a grand event, the opening of a sparkling new museum. This wasn't just any museum, it was a special place that held the key to Willowville's history. The townspeople, young and old, eagerly waited for the big reveal. The mayor, a kind-hearted gentleman with a twinkle in his eye, stood at the entrance ready to unveil the star of the show. The Willowville Gem. The Willowville Gem was a magical jewel known for its radiant blue glow that could captivate anyone who laid eyes on it. Legends whispered that the gem held the secrets of the town's past, and the townsfolk couldn't wait to witness its brilliance. As the mayor proudly lifted the velvet curtain to unveil the gem, the townspeople held their breath in awe. The gem sparkled, casting a magical hue across the faces in the crowd. The air was filled with joy and wonder as the mayor shared stories of the gem's journey through time. Just when the excitement reached its peak, the lights dimmed momentarily, creating a hush in the crowd. As the lights brightened again, a gasp swept through the gathering. The Willowville Gem was gone. Confusion and whispers filled the air as the once jubilant crowd turned into a sea of puzzled faces. The mayor's eyes widened and he looked around as surprised as everyone else. Amelia, a curious young girl with a mop of curly hair, turned to her friend Jake. "Did you see that, Jake? The gem just disappeared." Jake, a boy with a perpetual twinkle of adventure in his eyes, grinned. "This sounds like a job for us, detectives. Let's find out what happened." And so, in the enchanting town of Willowville, the grand opening took an unexpected turn, setting the stage for a mystery that would soon unravel in the hands of the young and curious detectives. Chapter 2. The Detective Team. Amelia and Jake looked at each other, their eyes gleaming with determination. "We can't let this mystery go unsolved," Jake declared. "I agree. We need a plan," Amelia said. With that, the two friends set out to recruit their fellow detectives. They found Emma, a girl with glasses and a love for puzzles, in the midst of sketching in her notebook. Ryan, a boy who always seemed to have a knack for finding things, was practicing his soccer moves nearby. Amelia tapped Emma on the shoulder. "Emma, we've got a mystery on our hands. The Willowville Gem has disappeared." Emma's eyes widened behind her glasses. "No way. I'm in. Let's solve this." Ryan, overhearing the conversation, joined in. "A mystery, you say? Count me in too." The four friends gathered in a circle, heads close together, brainstorming their plan. Jake took charge. "We need to split up and search the museum. Look for anything unusual or out of place. And, of course, talk to anyone who might have seen something." With a nod from the team, they dispersed like a group of determined bees on a mission. Amelia approached a museum visitor, an elderly woman with a colorful scarf. "Excuse me, ma'am?" Amelia asked politely. "Did you happen to see anything strange during the gem unveiling?" The woman thought for a moment, tapping her chin. "Well, dear, there was a sudden flicker of lights. It was odd, now that I think about it." Amelia thanked her and hurried to share the information with the others. Meanwhile, Jake and Ryan questioned museum staff about recent activities. As the team gathered their findings, Emma held up a small, mysterious footprint she discovered near the display case. "Look at this, guys. A clue." Jake grinned. "Great find, Emma. Let's keep going." Ryan, studying a discarded map, exclaimed. "This map seems to lead to secret passages in the museum. Maybe the thief used one of these." Amelia's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Perfect. Let's follow the map and see where it takes us." The team reconvened at the entrance, ready to explore the hidden corners of the museum. With a newfound sense of purpose, the young detectives ventured forth, determined to solve the mystery of the missing Willowville Gem. Chapter 3. Clues and Suspects. The detective team embarked on their quest, following the map through the winding corridors of the museum. As they explored, they couldn't help but marvel at the artifacts and exhibits that lined the walls, ancient relics, colorful paintings, and mysterious sculptures. Amelia examined the mysterious footprint, comparing it to the shoes of the museum staff. This footprint doesn't match anyone working here. It must belong to the one who took the gem. Emma, with her notebook in hand, scribbled down notes. So, our suspect might be someone who sneaked into the museum. But how did they know about the secret passages? Jake pondered. We need to consider everyone, museum staff and visitors alike. This mystery is full of surprises. The team split up again, each focusing on a different section of the museum. Ryan, with his sharp eyes, noticed a janitor acting nervously near the ancient artifacts. Approaching him, Ryan asked, "Did you see anything unusual during the gem unveiling?" The janitor hesitated before responding. "Well, I did notice a shadow moving quickly. I thought it was just my imagination." Back with the others, Ryan shared the information. "A shadow, huh? That could be our thief." Emma, flipping through her notes, pointed to the map. "And the secret passages are the key. Whoever took the gem knew the layout of the museum well." Amelia added, "So, we're looking for someone who knows the museum inside out and left a mysterious footprint. Let's keep searching." As they continued their investigation, the friends began to suspect that the thief might be among the museum staff. They circled back to Mr. Higgins, the curator, who seemed increasingly uneasy. "Mr. Higgins," Jake inquired, "did you notice anything strange during the gem unveiling?" Mr. Higgins fidgeted. "Well, I thought I saw something, but I can't be sure." Amelia, sensing something amiss, pressed further. "We found a footprint and a map to secret passages. Do you know anything about this?" Mr. Higgins sighed. "All right, I do know about the passages. We used to transport valuable items." The team exchanged glances, realizing that Mr. Higgins was hiding something. And so, armed with new clues and a better understanding of the situation, the young detectives pressed on, determined to unravel the mystery and bring the Willowville gem back to its rightful place. Chapter 4: The Museum Staff. With the revelation from Mr. Higgins, the young detectives decided to focus their investigation on the museum staff. They questioned the security guards, the janitors, and even the receptionist, hoping to piece together the events leading up to the mysterious disappearance. Amelia approached the security guard on duty during the gem unveiling. "Excuse me, sir. Did you notice anything unusual around the display case?" The security guard scratched his head. "Well, now that you mention it, I did hear a strange noise, like a door closing. But I thought it was just part of the ceremony." Jake nodded. "A door closing, huh? That could be one of the secret passages. We're getting closer." Meanwhile, Emma and Ryan talked to the janitors who were responsible for maintaining the museum's cleanliness. They discovered that the janitor who had seemed nervous earlier had been new to the job. Ryan raised an eyebrow. New janitor, secret passages, and a mysterious shadow. "I think we're onto something." Emma agreed. "Let's talk to the new janitor and see what he knows." Finding the new janitor, a young man named Charlie, they asked him about his observations during the gem unveiling. Charlie hesitated but eventually admitted, "I did see something. A shadow moving fast and then a door closing. I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks on me." Amelia smiled. "You're not alone, Charlie. We're all trying to solve this mystery." The team gathered once more, sharing their newfound information. With a collective effort, they mapped out a timeline of events and realized that the thief had used the secret passages to escape without being noticed. Jake turned to Mr. Higgins. "Can you help us with the passages?" Mr. Higgins nodded. "Of course. I'll guide you through the passages." And so, with Mr. Higgins leading the way, the detective team delved into the secret passages, determined to solve the final piece of the puzzle and retrieve the precious gem that had captivated the hearts of Willowville. The journey through the hidden corridors promised more twists and turns, but the young detectives were ready for the challenge ahead. Chapter 5: The Secret Passages. The detective team entered the labyrinth of secret passages hidden within the museum. The air became cool and the echoes of their footsteps resonated through the narrow corridors. It was like stepping into a world unknown, filled with the whispers of history. As they ventured deeper, the friends discovered hidden rooms with artifacts not on display. Ancient scrolls, dusty books, and forgotten relics lined the shelves. The passages seemed to weave through time, connecting the past to the present. Amelia, glancing around, asked, "Mr. Higgins, do these passages go everywhere in the museum?" Mr. Higgins nodded. "Yes, they lead to different sections. They were used by the museum staff long ago to transport delicate items without being seen." The team arrived at a locked door. Amelia asked, "What's in this room, Mr. Higgins?" "This room is closed for maintenance. We can't go in there," said Mr. Higgins. Using a bobby pin, Amelia skillfully picked the lock. As the door creaked open, they found themselves in a room filled with antique furniture and, in the back, the glimmering Willowville gem. Ryan gasped. "Here it is. But who could have hidden it here?" Mr. Higgins said with his head down. "It was me. I was afraid the gem would be stolen, so I hid it. I didn't want to cause a commotion, but it seems I created a big problem." Amelia smiled, understanding Mr. Higgins' intentions. "You should have told someone, Mr. Higgins. We could have helped keep it safe without all the secrecy." With the Willowville gem safely in their possession, the team exited the secret passages, ready to face the crowd awaiting answers. Chapter 6: The Unmasking. Back in the main hall of the museum, the townsfolk gathered anxiously, waiting for an explanation. The young detectives, with Mr. Higgins by their side, approached the mayor and the curious crowd. Amelia stepped forward. "Ladies and gentlemen, we have solved the mystery of the missing Willowville gem." The crowd hushed as the detectives recounted their journey, the mysterious footprint, the hidden map, the secret passages, and Mr. Higgins' attempt to protect the gem. The mayor, with a mix of relief and gratitude, nodded. "Thank you, young detectives. Willowville is in your debt." The friends beamed with pride, realizing they had not only solved the mystery but also brought the community closer together. As the townsfolk cheered, Emma whispered to Jake, "This turned out to be quite an adventure, didn't it?" Jake grinned. "The best adventures are the ones that bring people together and teach us something new." In the end, the young detectives became local heroes, their names whispered with admiration. With the mystery solved and the Willowville gem safely back in its display, life in the small town returned to its peaceful rhythm. The museum continued to attract visitors, drawn by the enchanting story of the gem's disappearance and the young detectives who cracked the case. The end. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Listening is the most effective way for learning English.